How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another fight card in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and here today we have UFC Fight Night Woodley versus Page. Now this is going to be quite a interesting contest between TYRON Woodley and Michael Venom Page. Gonna set the broadcaster for that one, but as you can see, we have quite a ways away before our next pay-per-view, which is UFC 300, and take a look at that. All of these fights on the main card, all title fights. It is going to be a good one. Can't wait for that one. That is going to be an incredible card. I'm just super stoked on it. Hope you guys are too. Our next fight card after this one is going to be Ponzinibbio versus Ferguson. Riley Porter. Is my character still back in the save? I will show you, but yes, that is the answer. Your character is still in this save. Hope you're having a good day, Riley. But yeah, Woodley versus Page. Let's go ahead and get into it. Saturday of week 1 of 2024, so we are now in 2024, so very interesting stuff as we progress in. Let's go ahead and take a look quickly at our rankings. You can go ahead and pause if you would like. Mauricio Shogun, who of course our interim light heavyweight champion, but yeah, so Pavel Kilek, our next super lightweight contender, as you can see there. Dustin Poirier, our next lightweight contender. But a lot of interesting stuff happening. Yadong Song, our interim bantamweight champion. Eric Shelton challenging for the flyweight championship. That UFC 300, that's going to be a big card. And hopefully it does some big numbers as well. Hope you guys are having a good one. Whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. If you haven't seen already, I'm also doing a local to global save that I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Keep an eye out for those episodes because that's a pretty good one as well. Let's get into it. Woodley versus Page. And I just realized I didn't put it on any TV networks. Yikes. All right, cool. So this is going to be a basically completely no one's going to see this show. That's not very smart on my end. We're going to lose a lot of money, but it is what it is. TJ Hockey, how's it going, my man? First fight of the night is at flyweight. Dustin Ducasey taking on Ryuto Sawada. And it is Ducasey getting the victory via TKO in round number 2. His UFC debut is a good one. Moving along, Karine Silva taking on Ariane Carnelossi in the strawweight division, and it is Karine Silva getting a knockout in round 2, the first win of her UFC career. That was a very important one. Tiffany Van Soest taking on Mizuki Inoue. Tiffany Van Soest is always super popular, regardless of how well she does in her saves, because of how either how marketable she is, or maybe because she has exciting fights. I mean, none of these have been like that spectacular. She went on a 4-fight losing streak, but I decided, you know what, we're paying her too much to not have her up here, so we're just gonna have to give her a shot. She's taking on Mizuki Inoue, and Mizuki Inoue knocks out Tiffany Van Soest. We're gonna have to send her back down to Invicta. She's on too much money, but she's just not ready. Hui Hung taking on Dusko Todorovic in the middleweight division, and Todorovic gets the unanimous decision victory here today. Sean Strickland taking on Luigi Vendramini in the 175 division. Sean Strickland, of course, a big prospect currently in the middleweight / welterweight division, taking on Vendramini, and Strickland gets a poor fight, unanimous decision victory here today. Mansour Abdurzakov taking on Brad Riddell in the 155 division, and it is Brad who gets the win here today. The New Zealander fighting out of Phuket, Thailand. 4 straight wins for him, so maybe he will be ranked in the near future. Movsar Evloev taking on Tony Gravely in the 135 division, and it is Gravely getting a TKO victory over the Russian here today. He is now 2-3-1 in his UFC career. Yoshihisa Fujimaki taking on Wellington Turman in the middleweight division, and it is Turman knocking out Fujimaki, who was undefeated up to this point. Big win here for the Brazilian, who's now 8-3 in his UFC career. Moving along, Caitlin Vieira taking on Julia Avila in another prelim fight here at 145. Julia Avila just an inch shorter than Vieira, both fighters at 145, and it is Avila getting the unanimous decision victory at 145. 500 now on her UFC career, And maybe she should make that move up to featherweight now that she has a win under her belt. Jared the Monkey God Brooks taking on Makoto Takahashi. In our final prelim, in the flyweight division, number 17 in the flyweight division, and Brooks taking on number 19 Takahashi. And it is Makoto Takahashi getting the unanimous decision here today. All right, first main card fight is Marlon Moraes taking on Aljamain Sterling. Of course, Sterling this weekend is fighting to defend, quote-unquote, his bantamweight championship against Petr Yan. Marlon Moraes has fallen on hard times. He's on 3 straight losses to some very, very tough competition, though. He's the underdog against Sterling, and with good reason. Sterling with the submission in round number 1, and he needed that. He was on 3 straight losses, got a win over Vieira, and now a big win over Marlon Moraes. Vadim Nemkov taking on Modestas Bukauskas in the light heavyweight division. Number 22, Bukauskas, coming off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight wins. And you have Vadim Nemkov, 4-3 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Ion Cutelaba. And it is Bukauskas getting the TKO victory in round number 1. Vadim Nemkov was ranked number 13. Bukauskas was 22. So I'd imagine Bukauskas hops into the very least top like 18. Ariane Lipski taking on JoJo Calderwood in the women's strawweights, I believe, or flyweight division. You should make Hamzat and import him in. I know Hamzat's probably in this newest mod. I might import him in because I don't think he's in the 2021. Lipski, I believe, fought for a title. No, was close to fighting for a title. She's lost 2 out of her last 3 fights. On the other side, you have JoJo Calderwood, number 9 in the division, coming off a loss to Molly McCann. Lipski, a big favorite, and with good reason, knocks out JoJo in just 14 seconds. 14 seconds is all it takes for Lipski to get her 20th win of her career. She's on 2 straight wins now, and now JoJo with the 9th loss of her career. Jeremy Kennedy taking on Gavin Hughes in the lightweight division. Kennedy ranked number 9 in the division, coming off a win over Charles de Bronx Oliveira. Gavin Hughes, 8-2 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Dustin Poirier, but a win over former champion Gregor Gillespie also in there. It looks like Hughes might take this one just based off of the strength of his opponents, and that is not the way it goes. Jeremy JBC Kennedy gets the split decision here today. Moving right along, Nadia 187 Kassem taking on Claudia Gadelha in the co-main event. Nadia has been a very, very weird kind of thing. She was practically a win away from a title shot, but other than that, she has not lost any fights in this save other than Loma Luke Boonmi. And on the other side, you have former champion in Claudia Gadelha, who has lost 3 out of her last 4 fights. A win over Marina Rodriguez, then lost to Stamped Fairtex. Looking to get a big win over Kassem. She's a big favorite, but she gets knocked out in the first round by Nadia 187 Kassem. So Nadia just knocked out the number 6 girl in the division. She's definitely going to hop into the top 10 for sure. How far, we're going to have to see. And she's calling out Tatiana Suarez. As we arrive at our main event of the evening, 41-year-old TYRON Woodley taking on Michael Venom Page in our main event. Page 4-1 in his UFC career, coming off a win to Mike Chiesa. TYRON Woodley on the other side, number 8 in the division, coming off a loss to Vicente Luque for the title. It's our main event of the evening. Let's go ahead and get it underway. Herb Dean is our referee. Should be an interesting one. I can't imagine a fight between these two, as far as in save, being boring by any stretch of the imagination. Michael Venom Page usually does well in this save game. If I had to make... rocked him. Knocked out. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 7 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Michael Venom Page. Now 23-2, just knocked out, I believe, number 4? Number 8 in the welterweight division. But that is a big win for him. He might be 1 or 2 fights away from a title shot, Michael Venom Page. And he's calling out Takashi Sato, who is ranked, I believe, in the top 4. We're not going to make a lot of money on this card because we didn't put it on TV. So we're going to see who gets the performance bonuses. We're going to go ahead and give it a lot of first-round finishes. That sucks. Because we're going to have to give up some pretty decent money here. Give it to the featherweights, Avila and Vieira. A lot of first-round finishes. Lipsky, Bukowskis, Sterling. Oh my goodness. Turman. That's it. Yikes. Let's see how much money we lost here. 876,000. That's not super terrible, actually. We definitely would have made a little profit if we had put it on TV in some capacity, but it's okay. We have money to blow. Top paid fighters include Michael Venom Page, Claudia Gadelha, and Modestas Bukowskis, all getting bonuses. So that's going to do it for this one. Appreciate you guys as always. I'm AZPlyo21, and I can't wait to see you for the next one.